Hello and welcome to this week's midweek mindfulness break. We are in the second week of November, and this week the moon moves through. Um, let's see, we're in Leo now, so it was in Cancer over the weekend. We're in Leo now, and it moves into Virgo and then Libra over the next weekend. Um, and we've had a little taste of some winter weather here in my neck of the woods in Cleveland, Ohio. So it's been a really beautiful week with fall colors and foliage and the leaves still hanging on to the branches and falling down and changing colors, as well as a little bit of snow and freezing on top of all of that. So we're in this sort of liminal interim place in the season here. But anyway, such is the cycles of nature. And this is why we practice. And this is why we practice to kind of see how we as human beings interact with this world around us, and also how we can remain aware and focused and steady and grounded amidst all of these cycles and changes happening around us all the time. So let's go ahead and get started with today's midweek mindfulness break practice. And I invite you to go ahead and take your comfortable meditation posture. And so you're invited to find as much comfort as you possibly can in your practice this week. You can remain seated upright with your feet on the floor if that's possible, that's helpful. Feel free to sit on a couch or a chair or cushion if you like to sit on the floor or a bench. And feel free to lie down if you're tired and that feels like it's more appropriate for your practice this week. As always, I just ask you to pay attention to what your body needs and to give your body what it's asking for today. And then as you feel ready, you can gently close your eyes or lower your gaze. And then let your arms rest softly down from your shoulders, hands resting easily in your lap. And take this first few moments, first few rounds of breathing in your practice to simply arrive. And so we take this transition from the activity of our day into our quiet, contemplative meditation practice. And it takes a moment or two to settle. And as you begin to arrive in your practice, just notice what's going on for you right now, what experiences from your day are lingering and that you're bringing into your practice with you. And as you begin to settle and arrive, always know that these observations of awareness and attention should all be met with a sense of kindness and compassion and non-judgment. We're simply teaching ourselves to sit with and witness what's there without any judgment. And then begin to take note of the weight and shape of your physical body. You might notice the support beneath the body, beneath the feet, the earth, the ground, your chair, your couch. And as you notice the weight and shape of your body, allow yourself to settle the weight down into that support beneath you. And then begin to notice and feel the breath moving in and out of your body. And if you're feeling tension or tightness or gripping, you might utilize each exhale as you breathe to invite in this sense of softening and letting go, if that feels appropriate. Otherwise, just allow it all to be there. And first and foremost, remember that there's really nothing to fix or to change. That's not the intention of your practice. It's just to be aware and observe. And now that you've arrived in your practice today, remembering that this is your time to simply be, just be. And now I invite you to guide your awareness to the breath. And so the breath is our anchor for our practice today. So take some time to just witness the breath in this moment, noticing each inhale and then the exhale. You don't need to breathe in any particular way. Just allow the body to breathe itself in a natural way, allowing the breath to have its own pace, its own depth, its own rhythm. And as you witness the breath in your own body today, you might begin to expand your awareness into your whole body. Notice where the body feels grounded and supported. Notice where the body feels spacious, open, at ease. And then notice where in the body you might feel some discomfort or tension. Knowing that all can be there at the same time and that there's no need to label or judge anything. Just you're just becoming aware of sensations as they are. And take the next few rounds of breathing to feel the whole body present, witnessing, and breathing. Holding space to witness and feel the whole body present and breathing. And I now invite you to begin to expand your awareness to include whatever else is arising in this moment as you practice. And so that might be revealed to you as thinking or thoughts. You might be witnessing some emotions or feelings brewing up in your practice. It could be intense physical sensations. Perhaps it's noise or sounds around you. And see if you can include all of this in your practice with a kindly perspective. And in the field of meditation, we like to use the metaphor of watching clouds drifting through the sky. So you might imagine that whatever this experience is that comes into your awareness, it just comes and it builds and then it slowly passes by until it completely dissipates. And then you come back to the breath, the anchor of your practice. And the key to witnessing this without judgment or reaction is that we remember that you are not your thoughts, you're not your emotions. You are the awareness of these experiences that can hold them all with kindness. If it's helpful, as these experiences arise into your awareness, you might name each experience, such as thinking or feeling joy, feeling sadness, planning, judging, or simply emotion. Sometimes it helps to just simply name each thought as it arises, or each experience as it arises. Let it come, let it go. No need to cling, and no need to push it away. Allow yourself to be open to all experiences within your practice today. This breath, this moment's experience, knowing that as each experience that comes into your awareness will dissipate, it lacks permanence. And in the center of it all is your breathing. And so each time you return from these experiences, you come back to your breath, feeling the breath in your body, feeling each inhale and each exhale as your home base. And when you get pulled away by another experience, because you will, that's the nature of being human, acknowledge where it went and then gently come back to the breath in the center. And this is the heart of our mindfulness practice, noticing, losing our attention, being pulled away by an experience, and then coming back to our anchor and beginning again, all with kind attention. Now let's turn our attention to our heart. It might help to place a hand on your heart or any other place on the body that feels comforting to you. And begin to turn toward yourself now with some kindness. You might say silently to yourself, "May I meet this moment with tenderness. May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself just as I am." And if there's any difficulty that's present in your practice today, you can acknowledge that as well by saying to yourself, perhaps, that this is hard, or this is a part of being human. And then allow yourself to breathe into that space with some compassion. And then release your hand back down comfortably in your lap. And continuing your awareness in your heart center here, you might begin to invite in the felt sense of gratitude. Gratitude for this moment, your breath, this practice, your body, the gift of taking a pause, or anything else that you feel like you would like to acknowledge you're grateful for today. And allow that gratitude to settle into your heart. And then slowly begin to bring your awareness back into your body, noticing your body, noticing the space around you, noticing any sounds or light or sensations. And just beginning to slowly come out of the practice. You might take one nice big cleansing breath, taking a long, slow, deep inhale through your nose all the way down into your belly, and then sighing it out. Do that as many times as you need to. And as you are ready, you can gently begin to flicker your eyes open, lifting your gaze, inviting this sense of awareness and gratitude and compassion to stay with you throughout the rest of your day today. And to conclude the practice, maybe place a hand on your heart again, or take a mudra or gesture in front of your heart as you gently bow your head down to honor yourself in your practice. Thank you so much for being here today. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Thank you so much for being here. See you next week. If you like the video, if you like the practice, it would help me out a lot. If you like and maybe even comment, subscribe to the channel. There's my little plug and pitch. That's not that important to me, but I should say it either way. What's more important to me is that you're here practicing. Anyway, take care. See you next week.